XRP community is incensed by it. Forbes has mysteriously removed an article by prominent Forbes contributor Dr. Rosalind Layden on tick policy that criticizes the potential unjust regulation of Ripple blockchain payments by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Why the SEC handles Ripple and Ethereum differently is the headline of the article that is currently being blocked by a pop-up editor note that states this page is no longer live. The Crypto Basic was able to read the article's content, nevertheless, thanks to screenshots posted by XRP community members who revealed that reader mode is still available on some browsers. In the study, Dr. Layden examines why the SEC treats Ripple and XRP differently despite claiming that the controversial 2018 Bill Hinman lecture provides appropriate guidance for the burgeoning industry. The SEC has been criticized for its handling of the principle of a free pass. The policy researcher who identifies this as a potential regulatory discrepancy indicates that the sticking point could be in the widely disputed Hinman documents. Emails and other materials pertaining to the creation of the contentious speech were mentioned in the human records. Significantly, the SEC case against Ripple at one time focused on the speech, despite the agency initially opposing Ripple's attempts to get the materials. After initially defying 6 court orders to do so, the SEC finally provided the records to Ripple in October of last year. As a result of omnibus motions filed in December, the government is currently requesting to keep the papers sealed. It asserted once more that these discussions are protected by the attorney-client privilege and added that allowing the public to view them might impair agency officials' future capacity to debate policy. Significantly, Dr. Layden highlighted in her piece the opinion that the SEC's rationale is difficult to accept given that it claims to serve as direction for the developing market. She claims that these papers could determine whether Hinman's claimed conflict of interest was a factor in the free pass provided to Ethereum or whether there is regulatory misunderstanding that could support the rippling sphere notice defense and industry participant confusion. Thus, as was revealed today, she filed a motion asking the court to open the records. Unsurprisingly, members of the XRP community have expressed displeasure that Forbes appears to have removed the post, which said that the Forbes contributor is submitting an express check writing WTH. According to attorney John Deaton, whose business was the article's headquarters, the contributor to Tech Policy's piece was already removed from Forbes. It is important to keep in mind that the author originally intended to modify the essay. As of right now, neither Forbes nor Dr. Layden have responded to calls for comment. The Crypto Basic will, however, update this report if it receives comments. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications if you want to be the first to learn about new developments with XRP. The Securities and Exchange Commission recently filed a motion to seal parts of William Hinman's records, including his 2018 controversial speech, but Layden's motion, filed yesterday by attorney Carl Siri on her behalf, opposes that motion and asks the court to grant access to the speech's draft. Remember that on December 22, 2022, the SEC filed a motion to seal part of the speech materials presented in support of the motion for summary judgment that were related to him. Also, the SEC asked for the sealing of some of the contentious speech materials from Hinman that they had used in opposition. Responding to the SEC opposing development is action. The senior contributor to Forbes highlighted that despite having no financial stake in Ripple or XRP, she has written multiple op-ed pieces about the documents and their relevance to the dispute. Hence, Layden humbly seeks leave to intervene so that she may ask the court to deny the SEC's move to keep these records sealed and order their public release. It should be noted that, according to an excerpt of the motion, Layden is well known for his frequent op-ed pieces criticizing the SEC for using its regulatory towers to pick winners and influence the Bitcoin market. Layden has written multiple pieces regarding the ongoing Ripple lawsuit, which she refers to as the century's biggest case involving a cryptocurrency. The motion was made just before she published another hit article criticizing the SEC for treating Ripple and Ethereum differently. The Forbes team quickly removed the story, as many had predicted. Many members of the cryptocurrency community have responded differently to the motion of the litigants. On Twitter, pro-XRP attorney John Deaton praised Siri and Layden for asking the court to grant access to the public to Hinman's materials. The human documents relate to the draft of Hinman's contentious 2018 speech and include emails and other internal correspondence with the SEC. The SEC sent over the documents to Ripple in October, but the general public has not yet had access to them. The attorney from last year didn't explain why the paper hadn't been made available to the public. According to Deaton, the documents are the subject of a protective order that prevents the parties from disclosing the information contained in them. Now let's get David Schwartz's take on the newest XRP invention. Please don't forget to hit the notification button and subscribe to our channel if you want to be the first to learn about new developments with XRP. David Schwartz, Chief Technology Officer at Ripple, yesterday gave the XRP ledger-based NFT marketplace XRP Cafe the thumbs up. The announcement came as the market revealed that it had just accomplished many of its predetermined benchmarks. A single edition NFT and IPFS support, namely a single of one NFTs or single edition NFTs, are among the landmarks specified. As a result, it is not a part of a collection and there is only one of it. Interplanetary File System, or IPFS, is used to store off-chain NFT data. It acts as a pointer to this data and ends disagreements regarding NFT ownership. The NFT market also revealed data from Bitop demonstrating that it was now the favored market on the XRPL, accounting for over 50% of all XRPL NFT sales by volume this week and the most NFT sold by sheer numbers this month. With 3863 NFTs sold this month as of the time of publication, bits of data suggest that it has, by volume, accounted for 55.8% of NFT sales this week, trailing only XRP in terms of sales volume. In response to the development, Schwartz wrote great and quoted the tweet from the XRP DAP Cafe. It's important to remember that the initiative earned $100,000 from XRPL grants in January. Others reacting to the news have said that a positive community experience is to blame for the recent accomplishments. NFTs went online on the XRPL in October of last year. The network might be a little late to the party. Because NFTs don't use smart contracts, they are less vulnerable to assaults, less likely to clog up networks, and more affordable. This gives them special advantages. As a result, XRPL NFTs have gained a lot of traction in a short period of time, topping 10 million XRP and trade volume by December. It's noteworthy that developers have recently proposed a lighter-weight NFT standard to support the XLS20 standard and make NFT easier to utilize on the network. Nonetheless, the CEO disparages XRP and Cardano. Do they actually have no value? XRP and Cardano, two of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, have come under fire from the CEO of financial data firm Estimized Lee Drojan, who has dubbed them entirely useless. In a recent tweet, Drojan called these two well-known cryptocurrencies totally useless and asserted that, in the upcoming market cycle, investors will shift their attention to assets that genuinely matter. Yet linked to XRP and Cardano, respectively, are market caps of $20 billion and $14 billion that are entirely and utterly meaningless. The expert said, in the next cycle that's going to flow to something that truly works and matters, in response to Drojan's tweet. XRP and Cardano, which are ranked 6th and 7th in terms of market capitalization, respectively, are two cryptocurrencies that investors who own them should be cautious about. While Cardano is the native token of the widely used proof-of-stake Cardano protocol, often known as this Japanese Ethereum, XRP is the token linked with Ripple, a blockchain startup that has ties with significant financial institutions. These digital currencies have a somewhat cult-like following, but they are also the target of criticism from well-known figures like cryptocurrency magnate Mike Novogratz. Despite being widely used, XRP and Cardano, in the opinion of Drojan, are overvalued and will eventually lose market share. Would you concur with this? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Anyway, that concludes the video, gentlemen. If you found it enjoyable, be sure to like the video. Please remember to subscribe and pay the notification fee. With the YouTube algorithm, this is incredibly helpful. You can also aid in enlightening others in the same way. By spreading the word about this video to as many people as you can, you have gained knowledge. If you are a true Bitcoin enthusiast, don't miss any of our stuff. We'll chat about the most recent news that affects our community as a whole tomorrow.